Oh, hey everybody. Almost forgot to turn my camera on there. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. It's spring day here. I'm in South Africa. 1st of September is spring day. I'm super happy. Winter has been brutal, and hopefully it is now over. It keeps coming back, but I'm really hoping that this is the final straw. So happy spring day to everyone else who has spring today. I'm super happy about it. I hope you're all having a good week. It's me again, Robyn, back at it again with the animation feedback stuff. Today I'm going to be doing two clips because I had two really short ones. They were just two pretty short shots, so I thought I would just combine the two of them into one. Otherwise, it would have been like 5 minutes long, and I wanted to make it worthwhile. So I'm doing two today. One is sent in by Richard Lopez, and the other one is from Aristote Kenzo. So let's get into them. I'm going to start with Richard's one. Richard is a contender on the rookie site. And let's get into it. Let me just sort my life out here. I've got quite a few tabs open. Let me know if you guys can hear me. As always, I would hate to be blabbering on and people couldn't hear me. So whenever someone comes on and you're here live watching, please just let me know if you can hear me. That is all I ask from you right now. So let me just pull up that clip from Richard, who is a contender. I think I said that already. Share screen. Yes. Share. Yes. Oh, it's so small on the screen though. Hang on. How are you doing that? Oh. There we go. Wait, I want to hide that. No, I don't want to do that. That one's the next one. There, I can do that. And I can do that. All right. Let's start. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so that was the clip. Now, I think this is the only 2D one that I've been sent, actually. So I'm very happy about that because I love 2D animation. So you're special that way, I guess. I'm really glad that we did get a 2D one. That's awesome. I absolutely love the environment design. I love the shape language that you're using here. Smooth and curvy and roundy. I just love that roundness appeals to me. I have sort of a thing about it, so I really, really love that environment design. The plants kind of look like coral, which is really cool, and I like how swoopy they are and the holes in the vegetation that you're carrying through on all of them. It's really cool, really interesting. I like the texture you've got in, those lines. It's very nice, and you've also got a bit of texture like here on the sky and stuff in the background. You can see a little bit here on the floor. It's really subtle, but it really brings a lot of depth and character to the environment. So it's really well done there. The design of it is really nice. I like the color palette as well. Very nice complementary colors. They're bright, but they're not that overly, lurid brightness that you sometimes get in 2D animation and cartoons. It's just really nice. It's pleasing to the eye. It's pretty. It's nice. I like it. I like the staging of the foreground. You've got the foreground, background, midground elements. It's really well done. It's nice to have that little bit of plant in the foreground that you've got going on here. What, that didn't go. Yeah, that little bit of plant there. Got some rocks in the foreground. Obviously, you've got your background elements, so that's very nice as well. Gives it a lot of nice depth to a 2D scene. Really good perspective as well. So it's all really well designed, really nicely done. The composition's very nice. I like how he first peers into the corner here. That's very cute. Is it a he or a she? I don't want to just assume, but let me just, I don't know. Let me just say it. I like how it comes sort of in slowly in the corner. Cute how it comes in like totally still, and then you've got a little bit of overshoot there, and then it leans forward. You've got some nice perspective there as it gets bigger, you know, sort of foreshortening type of effect. And the mouth is really big as it opens up, and then it recedes back again. And I like when it blinks, you can see, you know, it's got an effect on the rest of the body too. It's not just an isolated, very still, weird blink. It's got a bit of effect on those little feelers and the ears and the shadow and everything. So that's nice little details that you got there. I like the character design of it as well. It's very cute with that big mouth, big ears, those weird feelers, those cute little stumpy teeth sticking out. So it's a very cute character. The mouth is very cute. I like that little bit of anticipation you've got before it goes off. There, it sort of like goes up and then it stretches and shoots back out of frame, which is also very nice. Got your stretching there, anticipation. I don't know if you guys can hear that, sorry if you can. And it also sort of eases in and then shoots out, if you watch the timing over there. Very nicely done. The timing there as it sort of bobs into the frame is also really well done. And as it does that turn, it's also seamless, which can be difficult to do. So that's also really, really nice. Nice and smooth. Sometimes the proportions like warp and stuff when people try to do that. So it's really well done. The only thing I would say here as it comes into the scene is that the ears are kind of weird to me. At first, I actually thought that it was like, you know how a hoodie looks from the side, that hood part? That's actually what I thought it was at first. I didn't realize it was meant to be the ear, because the ear I would feel would be more like that, you know? You'd see the inside part more facing the audience, because when it turns, it's got those ears where you see that inner part from the side. So that's the one thing that I thought was a little bit, maybe I would change. I like that little bounce as it settles into stopping over there. And those little two blinks as it's preparing itself for whatever it's going to do next. And then that arm shoots out. The timing is really nice, and the arm comes out in like a nice smooth curve, which I really like. The design of the arm, though, I'm not so sure about, because, you know, he's a furry little guy, or it's a furry little thing, and you would expect its arm also to be, you know, a green furry arm, maybe with a paw on the end or something. So it's a little bit surprising when this Mickey Mouse arm pops out of it. It's a little bit off character, off brand for the character design. And obviously it doesn't have a body, so you don't know what the rest of the limbs and the body looks like. Maybe if it did have the rest of the body, it would fit in a little bit more like in context, but without that context, it's just a little bit strange to have the Mickey Mouse arm coming out. But that, I don't know, that's just, you know, my thought when I saw it. Obviously, it's already weird that it just has an arm shooting out from who even knows where. The cough is really nice done, the timing. The animation on the whole is very nice and smooth, all these different poses and transitions. I like that anticipation there as well as it sort of comes up, almost as if it's taking a breath or something. And then it like sort of opens its mouth and does that thing. What is that, like a war cry or something? And then it hops forward and obviously it gets bigger as it comes toward the screen. But it's all very well done. I'm sure a lot of people would be totally keen and happy to watch a series about this or a show. It's all very, very well polished, nicely done. It looks very professional. As I said before, the design is really nice. It all just looks really good. It's really aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Just the design as a whole, the color palette, the composition, everything. The character design is really cute. And the animation is really well done. So yeah, good job, man. Very nice. I think a lot of people would be happy to watch a show like that. So let me do the next shot. It's by Aristote Kenzo. I think I already, yeah, Aristote Kenzo, who is a player on the Ricky site. Let me get his clip on. Child room, secret playground. Let's go. Oh wait, music. Let me turn the music on. Cool. You turn the sound off again. Okay, so first we start with the door slamming. So I'm assuming that there's someone behind this door and they are grabbing it because you see it sort of swings open more as if someone's grabbed it, pushed it, like anticipating, and then slamming it shut. You would expect the door handle to stay down until it's actually closed and then sort of click up. It's just something that's seemed a little off to me. I think the door handle just goes up a little too soon. And it seems like this door slamming is what obviously triggers the ball to roll, which triggers, you know, the other succession of events. So I would just maybe try and exaggerate the fact that the door slamming is triggering the rest of the events, like that is the catalyst. So as it slams, I would either have us be able to see the top of this cupboard and have some books or something. I'm sorry, it looks whack, but I'm drawing with my mouse right now. Have some books or something that actually jump or one falls over or something as the door slams, just so that your mind is like, okay, this has triggered something, this has had an effect. Or you could have a poster on the back of the door that like one corner comes unstuck and hangs down or something from the impact, just so that we know and we have something a little more defined to realize. And then have the ball rolling off. I like the timing of how it rolls off. It's nice how it sort of slowly goes and teeters on the edge and falls down. The camera angle and the move is really nice. As it falls, I'd have a little bit of a squash there as it hits the Roomba. Is it a Roomba? As it hits that guy, I'd have it squash a little, and then again, you know, just stretch very slightly as it bounces up, and then a very slight squash again here. And then that little guy starts on his journey of discovery. Zoom. When he comes to the corner over here, I would have it actually just slightly rebound off the wall. Not like it hit it hard, because obviously it's not going fast and it's not going to hit it hard, but just a little bit of an effect or a little slight bounce or something or a little slight stop. At the moment, it's a little smooth as it comes in. Or just have a very, very slight little rebound, nothing exaggerated, nothing big, just a very slight one before it starts to turn. And that ball over there, I wouldn't have it stop so abruptly in the corner there. I would have it sort of roll and bounce off that wall here and then roll slightly backwards. Something happens there, like a flash of, oh, that light there. That's, yeah, I would just watch that. Be careful of that sort of thing, especially if you're going to include this on your reel or something. If you didn't see what I was talking about, it's up in this area. Just watch as it opens. There's like a flash there, and then it shuts off. I'd have the timing of this thing coming down, slowed down as it reaches the end over here. And with this camera move, I would ease it in a little more because it sort of stops quite suddenly and halts, and it's very still there before it cuts to the next frame, which then starts moving again. You want to be careful of stopping and starting, especially if you have a lot of dynamic camera moves in your shot. If that's kind of a theme that you're following, you want to keep that momentum going. You don't want to have still camera move, stop, then still camera move, stop, still camera move, stop. You want it to feel seamless. You don't want it to be obvious every time you have a cut to a different shot, to a different camera move, to a different angle. So it's good to keep that momentum going, keep that movement going. Don't have it stop, start, stop, start with every new shot that it has. You see what I mean there? Wait, stop. So it comes down, the camera moves nicely, boom, then it stops. Then it goes to the next one, it stops, it's still, and then it keeps moving, you know, there. You can see what I mean. So that was a good example there after we were at the Roomba. Moves, cuts to the next shot, still moving. That's a good one. That's a good way to go. Over here, when he goes over the edge, he should tilt very slightly because obviously the floor there is not level. And it's kind of like he's ignoring that fact. Have him tilt very slightly over there as he goes over that edge of the floor. And then I'll just be a little bit careful about having too many camera movements, especially if there isn't any real point to it, like swinging around like that over here, and then you stop and then you just swing back the way you came. You know what I mean? Just a general thing that I did also notice. This is created by SAE students, so I'm not sure, you know, if you did everything in the shot yourself or if each person had a different role, like someone did modeling, someone did lighting, someone did texturing, you know, animation, whatever. But just because I'm looking at the shot as a whole, I would have a bit of ambient occlusion, you know, here, here, just for a bit of depth here. Basically, just ambient occlusion. I would add some ambient occlusion to the scene, give a little bit more depth, ground it a little bit more, make it feel a little bit more realistic. And just the texturing in general could do with, you know, just a bit more detail. So I would have a bit of specular maps, bump maps, normal maps, have a little bit of dirt and grit. I mean, it's a kid's room, right? So kids get messy. Kids are pretty reckless with their stuff. They don't understand the concept of looking after their belongings. So there'd be a lot more scuffs and scratches on stuff. pretty much everything would have a bit more texture to it, you know. Like even on these chairs and stuff, you get like little scratches and just difference where, you know, where the kid would have sat would be a little bit less shiny because it's been rubbed, that sort of thing. The floor as well, I would decrease the size of the tiling on the floor because the bricks look quite large in relation to everything else. And I would do the grouting or the cement in between the bricks a different color, obviously give the floor a bit more texturing attention, a bit more dirt. I would watch these edges here because they're not really that smooth. It's almost as if it's been left like sort of as a low poly model. So in general, I'll just pay a little bit more attention to the texturing basically. But on the whole, you know, it's a really cute idea. The modeling's really nice. You've got some nice little details. It's really cute. It's really fun. And the timing is really good with the animation. I like the dynamic camera moves, the different shots you've got going on. So it's not just boring like a couple of shots. You've got a lot of different shots. It's dynamic. You've thought about the camera movement. So it's really nice. Well done. Thank you for submitting your shot. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. I've got so many tabs open over here. I'm just going to move this one in front of me. So yeah, if anyone watching has any questions, let me know. I know that the timing's a little delayed with this live streaming thing. Sometimes I ask if anyone has anything to say and then I think they don't. And then I go off and then a comment comes after I've gone off. So I'd hate for that to happen. So let me know if you do have any questions or anything, any comments. Otherwise, I hope that this was helpful. As always, I never don't hope that it's helpful. Thanks for your submissions. If anyone else wants to get feedback on any of their shots or anything like that, even if it is just one short shot like these, it's chilled, man. Like, it's totally cool. Send them in. I can always do a couple of shots in one session or whatever it is if you want to send in your reel, anything like that. Just fill out the form. You can go on LinkedIn, look at the rookies, or on my YouTube channel. I also post about this, or on their Facebook page, on their Discord, they put the link. And you can just fill out the form and send in the link to your clip. And then I can do a review for you if you want. Otherwise, have a good rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sending in your clips. Happy Wednesday. And goodbye.